Let's try this again. What is going on, All Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these chicken nuggies I've been trying to eat, this is your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, alongside Miss Allie Dubois. Allie, what's going on, girl?
Oh, it's snowing in Michigan, so I'm over it.
Lucky people. You're lucky. We just get the cold weather here, man. So the show is late tonight because I literally just got in from my daughter's softball. She had a middle school softball game. I'm about numb. Kelly's downstairs trying to get the kid some food and get up here. And yeah, we're late and it's been messy, but hopefully everybody's Monday is going good. So snow, I'm really jealous because we've got no snow here this year.
Don't be jealous. There's nothing to be jealous about.
Well, there is. I would like one snow a year, just one. And we
Yeah,
got our
that's
big snow last year.
yeah, it's at Christmas.
No, I'm not a big Christmas guy. Here, you could be 75 at Christmas time here, or snow. Like there is no in between. It's either or.
Together.
But yeah, I don't mind it at all. But tonight we're going to be talking about it's wheeling weather is here. Me and Kelly, we will be at Windrock this coming Saturday, so I'm very excited about that. It's the first chance we've gotten to take our Bronco actually to Windrock, so that's kind of fun. And plus, it'll be Windrock is where Supercell. They're going to take some people over to Supercell, Allie.
Yeah.
Did you get to do Windrock last year?
I did not do Windrock last year just because I've never been to Windrock.
Mm-hmm.
So I always like to scope it out beforehand just so I kind of know what I'm doing so I don't break my rig. But
yeah, I understand. Well, it's definitely different from the wheeling you've been used to up there. It's different terrain and yeah, definitely. If you're new to and you're going to the Windrock or you're going to Windrock through Supercell, man, just for one, I know they're going to have a lot of people. Josh is going to have his hands full with that, but just have patience and don't do like we've seen this week. We got some news coming up where somebody was stuck in some snow and they might have sent it a little too hard and blew out their back window, broke their tailgate, all the fun stuff that you don't want to do.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got all kinds of news. I know. I think we can talk about their order banks are coming up, right?
Yeah, we have news on the 20th. We have a dealer meeting, so.
Nice. Well,
dealer meeting. That does not mean that order banks are opening.
Right. But they're just going to kind of give you an idea of what's coming up for probably the next quarter.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I had to make my guess of what's going on, I mean, no hard tops, no Sasquatch, no Lux. I mean, it's gonna. Would
you get 4 tires in a shell pretty much now?
No, 3 tires. This is gonna be impressive.
Well, man, you guys are coming strong with the super chats tonight. I don't know if Andrea meant to. It looks like he did it twice. I can't tell. I need to be kind before we get going. Really, Andrea is always very kind to the channel, man. We appreciate that so much. It honestly, it does help quite a bit. As of now, my show is in the hole this year so far. I gotta actually we've yeah, anyways, gotta pay to play, so we appreciate that. And YouTube Car Spotters Guide, where is it at? Wait, I'm screwing up. See, I don't have Kelly here with me, and it's all over the place. And Andrea there, and Andrea's brand new Raptor was in Dwayne driven Wild Outdoors did a walk around of that thing, and I'm totally jealous that he got to do that. Allie's up there playing with dog toys. I don't know what's going on.
I was like, toys going away.
But thank you so much for the super chats, guys. Once again, that stuff does mean quite a bit. Helps fun things. So by no means is this a profitable situation. So we greatly appreciate that. And the tax man is calling. So
don't even remind me.
Business taxes, fun. But this is Bronco Talk Live presented by White Knuckle Off Road, and White Knuckle Off Road has we've gotten half of White Knuckle Off Road on our truck. We ran out of time the other day, and then the weather turned pissy yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going outside to install the other rock slider, but you guys will see some. I think Wednesday we have a little short that I put together about it, and then we'll have some video and stuff on that. But we greatly appreciate John and Natalie over there. I talked to him the other day because, like an idiot, I was doing something wrong in an installation.
No,
and John had to clear it up. And he was like, "Dave, you're being an idiot. Stop doing that." But they're going to be on the show very soon, so we're going to have John on here to talk about White Knuckle.
No, knowing John, he didn't say you were being an idiot.
No, he's SoCal, man. He's very calm.
Dave was self-proclaimed idiot.
No, I will definitely do that. But you guys know the drill. You know what's coming. Kelly knows what's coming. I
haven't even gotten in yet. Hold on. I haven't even gotten in.
I know.
I know.
I just
show yet.
I just do that to aggravate you, right?
Way to be unprofessional, Dave.
Well,
I see what you're drinking out of.
Oh, what is that?
That's the Stanley Cup. That's like all the rage.
Oh, is that the one that you were trying to find a while back?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the confetti one.
I know it's not the confetti one, but hey, you at least got one.
I found one.
I need this tonight.
Why don't you be loud?
I need this one tonight. Wait. Anyways, it's a mixed up show tonight. It's going to be a fun one. We are talking wheeling, and like I said earlier, we definitely have some. There's some do's and don'ts that I've seen this week, and Ford's got a big bulletin coming up too that we're going to discuss here that I think you're going to want to know about because it's pretty good news for those who like to play in mud. And if Kelly will get in the show,
I'm working on it.
I'm going with Maker's Mark tonight. It's a Maker's Mark night. As you can see, stuff's slowly disappearing in here. We're packing up the office, and we're about to just like Allie. We're about to move.
Stephen Rapp, thank you for the super chat. By the way, Allie, I had a custom T-shirt for Townsend. It says Allie, I'm number 2. Hi, Maya.
Apparently, she wanted to be a part of this tonight.
Apparently.
Hey, we're pup friendly.
We'll see how obnoxious. She's been so weird the last couple of weeks with all this going on. It's been so funny.
I bet.
Yeah. So those that don't know, I think Allie got an offer on her house and soon to be somewhere else. So
you're going.
You're done.
We'll do this at the moment. But Kelly, we got Tim Bart's in the house. We got royalty. We got Ford royalty in the house. So we're gonna have to get Tim back on the show pretty soon.
I may not be able to produce very well tonight. Why is that? Because it's just going slow. All right. So he started my intros very early, but we're gonna go ahead and do it now.
By the way, I'm gonna have a nuggie in front of y'all because Daddy's hungry.
Michael Nice in the house, Valley Dude 5000, Josh Hamilton saying happy Bronco Mondays, everyone. YouTube Car Spotters Guide and Peugeot Radical Ride saying, hey ATN, I don't like your poll tonight. Bronco is still in the shop for the top. Flo says, hit the like button, everyone.
Yes.
Let's see. Jason K says, what's up, Kelly, Allie, and Dave? Dave, wow. OH.
IO.
Steve P says, hey from Phoenix. I hope everyone is great tonight.
Steve P has been on the mid-sized truck show, man. He is, because some of those shows kind of early for the Phoenix area, and Steve is he's in there, man. I greatly appreciate that.
We've got Bird Dog Overland in the house. Jeffrey Babb checking in. Nurse AJ says, hey y'all, smash that like button. I'm juggling 2 jobs this week, so we will see how long I can stay awake.
Well, between that and some wine, I'm sure that'll be fun.
TN Code Monkey says hello from Chattanooga. Michael Cooper, hello. Richard Ortega say hi, Dave and Kelly and Allie and All Terrain Nation. Black Diamond Sass built waiting for shipping.
Hey.
Awesome. Honest Smith checking in tonight, and the San Virgo says, I wish I didn't have to do so much adulting and could do more modding on my Bronco. Haha.
Hey, I'm with you because we have a stack of stuff I have to get on the truck before Super So.
Yeah.
Plus, I have to take off my front bumper. We're having it repowder coated. That's a whole nother thing. There's a winch involved. Got to take all that apart. Yeah, I've got a lot to do, man.
Cigar Texan says, "What's in the glass tonight?" That was earlier. That was before you told
Maker's
everybody
Mark
what's
for
in
me.
glass. Let's see.
Hold on, Mr. Impatient.
Valley Dude 5000 said Kelly's probably slapping Dave for showing up late.
Yeah, she probably is.
John Miko says, "What's for dinner, Dave?" LOL.
Well, so you weren't here, but I accidentally put in the wrong. Was so late. Accidentally put in the wrong settings and played the mid-sized truck intro, and then I had to stop it, and then I'm sitting here with a nuggie in my mouth as it was going on. It was pretty funny.
Bird Dog Overland says, "Is this like college where the instructor has to show up within 15 minutes or the class is canceled?"
Man,
Jonathan
savage.
Falls in tonight. Of course, we said hello to Andrea. Thank you, Andrea, again for those super chats, sir. We appreciate it. Cigar Texan said, nice shirt, Dave.
Thank you. I love Texas. It's my favorite state.
Greg Abar says snow is overrated. And let's see. David Zarco said, "Hello, everyone. Patiently awaiting a Badlands delivery to my dealership, 3/9 to 3/23 arrival."
I know David's been waiting a while.
Bob Masters checking in this evening. Of course, we said hello to Stephen Rapp. Ford Video Guy. "Hi, I'll be in and out tonight. Son just turned 21 today."
Well,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Oh, fun.
Cheers to that.
Randy Hughes says, "Good evening, everyone. Back from the Caribbean for the last 2 weeks. This cold
Oh.
weather here.
Rough life.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, thanks. Rub that in, please.
Rough life.
Our Spotter's Guide for the super chat. And let's
Oh,
see.
and
Adam
YouTube-
Weber. Hello.
YouTube Car Spotters guy did something special to us. He sent us some little cool cars on our YouTube. On our if you look at the PO box, any station under it with a peace sign. I love that. But it's I don't know if you can see that, but 69 Bronco.
That's awesome.
Baja edition.
Let's see. Almost there, guys. John Chisholm says, "Anyone have to wait until 24 for your Ford Bronco?"
I'm sure it's coming.
The WB said, "Checking in to see what's going on." Michael Rivas just checking in. Been a few weeks. Did he say number 1 yet? Bim Joker said, "The Queen has arrived. The show can start now."
Wow.
Terrence Mooney checking in. Doug Robinson. Allie with the hair down. Nice.
Did you go see your hairstylist again, Allie? Is that what it was?
No, it's raining.
It's raining. Minall Productions
It
1
looks like
checking
my
in.
cover
Tim Bart-
up.
I think I'm caught up.
Well, there you go. So tonight, once again, we're going to talk a little bit of off-roading, but I want to get into this this first off. There's a service bulletin going out. It came out this weekend, and it wasn't enough for me to do a video on. You guys know I love talking about Bronco related issues, but I do want to talk about this and bring this up. So let's go ahead and add this to the stream. And there is a service bulletin out for the alternator. There looks like Ford's got maybe a potential fix. I won't say it's a fix till we know. But they have looks like there's a shield for the 2.3 that they've got. And then for 2.7 and 3.0, they got a whole list of things. You got the little generator part of the alternator, accessory belts. I'm not going to go through this and act like I know completely what all's going on there, but it does look like, I mean, here's hours to fix the issue. And I don't know if this is a come on in and we'll get this thing fixed for everybody, or this is if people are having problems, get this fixed.
That's if people are having issues type of a thing.
It's okay. So that, well, I mean, yeah, but by now, if you're having an issue,
I like that picture that shows to throw it in the trash.
Well, yes, those
Listen,
do
they
that.
have to label it specifically for some of our techs, okay?
It was just really funny. It was like, throw this in the trash.
Right.
Well, no,
But
well, sometimes they need the parts back to observe them more to see like what's failing, what's not, like things like that.
But this is good news. I mean, Ford, I know people initially when there were a lot of alternator issues popping up and some seem to profit from that. They are listening to you guys. So they watch all the YouTube channels. Trust me. They watch the forums. They're probably in here tonight. They are always paying attention because they want to know your issues. And I've always said this: constructive criticism is the best way to get your point across to Ford. or any manufacturer you're having a problem with. If you come straight out and say, hey, this thing is a pile of shit, I don't want, this is just a piece of crap they designed. They can't take that to the higher ups and say, look, we're going to have to spend a little bit of money to fix this problem. So what they do is they like to screen grab everything. They'll screen grab this stuff. And if you guys are, constructively, that they can take it to management and be like, see, I told you there's a problem. And just remember that in the comments of any social media you're doing, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, they're watching all of it. Trust me. They're especially you put a hashtag Ford Bronco in there. They know what's going on. I've seen in these HQs, they have these massive monitors where anytime hashtags go through, they're scrolling it. They're recording these hashtags. They go back. They do a lot of data analysis with this stuff. So believe it or not, they do listen to you guys. So, but I thought this was big news that that they do have a fix for it. I do think like somebody like an AIG probably is going to have a better solution because these guys have to do it on a budget. AIG can throw money at the problem and charge you for it to replace your alternator. But I think probably aftermarket will solve this problem a little bit better. But it's good news for everybody. Allie, no problems with yours yet, right?
I've been really lucky with my Bronco. I mean, I honestly had the hardest time getting my Bronco. I saw the list of codes it was throwing at the factory. Like, mine was constantly lit up like a damn Christmas tree. But honestly, it's been one of the best Ford vehicles I've ever had. And I have had 4 or 5 trucks now. So.
Are you saying Matt builds a better vehicle than Kentucky?
Ooh. Well, that is Dearborn.
No, but I do want everybody to know though that this stuff is, they take this seriously. At no point do they
have their own social media team that's constantly looking at this stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, I've seen it within Nissan. I've seen their board. They have this massive room where they just social media. They're always gathering data, they're looking at this stuff, and like I said, the Bronco's been a headache for these guys already. And it's a good problem because they've sold a bunch of these things. But at the same point, you don't want to sell a bunch of these things like the Ford Pinto and then find out that, it just blows up on you or whatever. Like they want to fix these problems. So
but that's the thing. They can only do so much testing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone there's not 2 people that drive the same. There's not. So that's why they have things like this, because if they do realize it's wearing and tearing a different way, like they can at least go and fix it. And that's why I'm a huge believer in warranties, depending on how much you drive.
Yeah.
But some people think they're a complete waste of money until you need to make a repair, and then you're going to realize how much it actually saves you, type of a thing. But it's one of those things also with the first year. That's why there's a manufacturer's warranty. Like everyone is like, oh, I'll never buy a first year. I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal that people make it, but
right. Bird Dog Overall says, I wonder how they like the WTF series from last year. I will still do WTFs. I just have to savor. You got to save those for the right moment.
Can't always be WTF.
Yeah. Trust me, there's been a few things I've talked to Kelly about and been like, should I do it? And then Kelly's usually the voice of reason and was like, hey,
good job, Kelly.
But
it may have hindered us one of the 2 ways.
Yeah. Mobomoto, I'm pretty sure they appreciate you bringing up the Pinto again. Hey, it's not been enough. And with the Pinto, what was funny was it was like a 3 or 5 cent part to fix that issue. And at the time they would not do it. And they paid the price for it. But no, my grandmother had a white Pinto, never blew up on us. But then again, we weren't bumped in the rear of whatever the weird accident, the fire proning thing they had. It was quite funny. But Pinto was a fun little vehicle. I'm not going to lie. As a kid, I remember being a little kid. It was I think hers was 76, 77, something like that. And I remember thinking the Pinto was a cool car. I don't know why, but
because you're old.
Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it. Thanks for reminding everybody of that.
You're welcome. Allie's way younger than me,
so
she's really younger than you. Just saying.
Man.
Awkward.
So next up on the list was, this is a good one. I don't know if you guys have seen this one or not. I come across this today, and so the dealer sold my Bronco or my Raptor to someone else. So the guy was a golden ticket holder, followed his build from the Ford Tracker, was listed as in delivery, got excited, waiting to hear from the salesperson. Days passed, which days wouldn't have passed for me. That's your first mistake right there. If you saw delivery, I'm calling, like, because there's been too many stories of the dealers doing this stuff, and I'm not making excuses for Ford or this particular gentleman. I'm pretty neutral on this, but yeah, I'm not. We knew more than our dealership knew about when this thing was coming in. And he says he talked to the dealership, 3 different people. Finally, they admitted the car was delivered and they sold it to someone else, and he was never contacted. Unfortunately, I know probably Tim and Allie could speak to that. That's just some bad dealerships, I would assume.
No, I mean, it could be a couple of things. I mean, if the number's disconnected, that was the guy's cell phone, and he probably either quit or got fired. I mean, the dealership has a high turnover rate. I mean, you work a lot of hours. It is very stressful. And I mean, if I were to ever leave, I would for sure probably like I would let some people know, but I would most likely like change my number.
Yeah.
Just because it's going to be blowing up like constantly type of a thing, and you can just let them know. It depends on how long they've been there, things like that. Like it kind of sounds like their salesperson was just no longer there.
Yeah.
And
I'm assuming
that's a shame where the dealership needs to step in and like say, hey, like this is who's like in charge of your order now.
Well, but the worst thing is, so the guy lost his reservation now. He's lost his ability. He's and I'm assuming there would have been a deposit down of some sort.
I don't know. It depends because Ford refunded all the deposits like forever ago.
So they just massively did that, the $100, whatever.
Yeah, because that's what we did. Like we just hit refund all if like your Bronco hasn't been delivered yet. Like your order's still in there. But like for us, we never required anyone for like down payments or anything like that.
Ours, we did the $100 down, and then our dealership required a $500 deposit, which was and they included the 100 down. So,
so it was an extra 400.
And the thing is, so Stefan, I know you're telling me to ignore it. Call a lawyer. That does nothing. That's not their car. That's not their car until anything is signed. That's the dealership's car. The dealership buys the car and then sells it to the consumer. So you can, and it's just going to cost you more money that it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's something maybe the pandemic's kind of waking people up a little bit, because I mean, we've tracked this for a long time, so we've known, but most people think the dealership is Ford, and it's not. They just license the ability to.
They're a franchise of Ford.
Yes.
Like it was so funny. I had a guy. So there's a guy that sits behind me. His name's Pete. First off, he's British. I love him. He's awesome. He's so fun to listen to. But like he even had customers the other night, and they were A-Plan. So they had family members working at Ford. And they're like, oh yeah, you guys must get the same deal. We don't get the same deal as A-Plan. Actually, A-Plan beats us by $100 because we're not Ford employees. We are Ford franchisees. However you say it. So it's like, it's just so different.
Yeah, but I mean, now, so Tim Bartz is, where to go, right here. So we through each, okay, that makes more sense. We go through each VIN through Smart Vincent. It will show the person that ordered it, which is funny to me because our dealership tried to sell ours out from under us, and then did that BS of like, well, it had the wrong sticker on it. It's like, yeah, but that VIN is tied to my name. Like that's how on the Ford tracker, I was like, there's my VIN. Once I knew I had a VIN, I knew it was mine. So
yeah,
just bad dealerships, man. And they just give like good dealerships like what Allie and Tim and these guys are doing. They just give them everybody a bad name. And for what? It's a quick buck. And to me, dealerships, if I were to run a business like that, I know there's a lot of money that's involved. There's a lot of pressure, but I want repeat customers, man. I want lifelong customers. And we all know dealerships get bought out then and here and there. It's just how that happens. And there's a different philosophy. Could that have happened during this time? And that the other dealership's philosophy is, hey, it comes in, we try one phone call and sell it. I don't know. But the Raptor is something special. And I know that Laura was in this and she was suggesting, hey, here's the hotline. I think Ford can, like, through circumstance, they can not deliver him a brand new Bronco. Here's the Raptor you wanted, but I think they can sort of get him back in line a little bit. Something like, I mean, I'm not saying like next week, but down the road you can get back in, maybe. Yeah,
yes,
maybe.
yes and no. Like
Yeah.
you can make a case and like talk to your rep, but with how tight things are right now, especially with it being a Raptor, unless they have another dealer allocation, because there's no price protection on Raptors.
Right.
So I think Jordan Parker learned that the hard way too.
Well, speaking of Jordan, he posted something the other day in their chat that if you like drama and something else, ATN's your place, which I thought was funny.
I laughed.
Somebody in our Discord posted that and sent me that and was like, "Hey man, did you see that?" I was like, "No, I try to pop in those streams. I try to pop into everybody's if I can." But
I think that was Laura who said that.
Was it Laura?
I think it was Laura.
Being sassy? Oh,
I think that was Laura.
I'm gonna see you at Supercell.
That was funny.
No, we seem to have a nice banter, so it didn't bother me at all. But yes, we are sassy, and I don't say we're full of drama.
Yeah. Nah, drama. No, just sassy.
There's other channels out there if you need drama. Let's see what else we got going on here in the news.
See y'all, I can't even keep him in line.
What? I didn't. Don't. That's a lot of channels that have drama, man. It's not us. Go find a Jeep channel sometime if you want to watch a drama. Jesus, those people they would beat their own child. I've said that with Jeep Forum. I used to be on Jeep.com for their forum, whatever it's called, and I had some questions. I had a YJ and I had some questions, and I swear the guy would have probably, if his kid answered and his kid was wrong with it, he probably would have went and beat his kid. And to be right, we're dicks in these old forums, man. Like for no reason, you're just like, hey, just a question, not a tire question, not a normal.
How high do I need to lift it to get my tires under?
Yes.
People are crazy.
Yes, I love the internet some days, but we have an awesome audience here, so we greatly appreciate that. So let's get into this right here, and this will bleed into Wheeling 101 that we like to do. So, Bent Off-Road Recovery is the name of the channel, and I will copy this real quick so you can put this in here for you guys. So if you want to watch the rest of this, it's recovery channels seem to be all the rage now. You know, what there's Matt's off-road recovery, whatever. He kind of seemed to start this, and now everybody's got a recovery channel. I guess if you can buy a Bubba rope, you can go start your own channel and just start pulling people out of ditches. But this guy was called to help a person who looks in a Bronco. So let me pull this up real quick and we'll go over this. And I don't think Kelly's seen this just yet, so maybe Kelly will want to play along. So this gentleman looks like he was playing in some big snow. I'm not exactly sure where this was.
Yeah, that looks pretty deep.
But as you can see, they were coming down these embankments. And that would have been a little sketchy. But Bronco has brought out a lot of people who are new to off-roading. And a lot of people think, I remember when the Humvees or the Hummers came out, people were like, oh my God, this just means I'm a badass off-roader. No, there's skill to this.
You gotta learn.
Yeah, the vehicle is capable of a lot of cool things, but if you are not capable of driving, well, that's on you. And this poor gentleman has a pretty looking Bronco. I love the style he did on this thing. But the guy had told this guy, we'll play this. I don't know if I have sound on or not, but you'll see here in just a second. He was told to, let's get you down in this hole and we'll pull you out.
Well, I do like his Bronco.
Okay, now as you can see here in the play-by-play, he's already caved in the swing gate. He blew out the windshield.
No, it's not a windshield. It's the rear window.
Well, the rear glass, whatever it is. And he's about to experience a bad time getting this repaired. But the two colors do go well together. But I started seeing all these people go, well, that's why you don't have a tire back there. And no, that's some of the goofiest advice I've ever seen about people go, well, I take my tire off when I wheel. And I'm like, why? That's goofy. Now, this is a hell of a ditch. But if the guy would have slowly approached this and just slowly came out of this, or there's a truck over here you'll see in just a second, they could have pulled him out of this, would have never done any of this damage. But I feel like, and if the person's in the chat, I'd love to talk to you about it. And I'm not beating you up by any means. This was unfortunately a learning experience for you. But let's go through this one more time. Look, here's the guy's going to tow him, and they were trying to get him in position. So you want to get your nose down in this bank, and we'll creep you out of this thing. And the gentleman, if I remember right, told him many times, like, hey, just go easy. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys can hear this or not.
Yeah. I
So
don't think
he's telling him, hey, I want that tire over here because he's wanting a straight pole.
Yeah, because for those that, I mean, think about it from a physics perspective. If you go sideways into a ditch, what's going to happen to your vehicle? Your vehicle's going to do this.
And then you panic and turn the opposite way, and then you're really rolling.
Then you're in real big trouble. So yeah, you want to go into the ditch.
Yes. Control chaos is what I would call this. But once again, we will go through this and let you guys see. Like right there, the way he backed up was so aggressive. Like he's nervous. That's a I'm not comfortable in my position, my situation. Or that's the way I'm interpreting the driving style. So, and he's listening. You can see, look, he's trying to get it over there. And now he's just going to do what he wants right there. The guy told him where to go. So right here.
He's giving it too much.
Yeah. So right here. Now he turned into this. You do want to turn into that. Don't turn the opposite way. You're really going to roll. So he was doing pretty good right here. Even right here. Okay, stopped. The wheels are cut where they should be. Now, if he would have stopped right here, the guy could have pulled him out of this easily. Right here. He panics. Right here, he's panicking. Look at the nose of this thing. It's already, the nose is buried into
I think his problem is that because he came down on that embankment and slid all the way down, I'm guaranteeing he's freaking out.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have a grip.
You see, this is a first edition as well.
Yeah.
So let's one more time. This stupid thing.
It's buffering.
I know. Sorry, I'm gonna have to upgrade the computer
again.
She needs a little bit more. Well, as we wait, as we watch that circle. Okay. Let me pull this out just a minute. Allie, have you been in any positions like this where you might have kind of panicked a little bit? Because I know you're new to off-roading, and I'm not going to beat you up about it.
I've been that way a couple of times at Hollyoaks. Just doing trails and stuff that I didn't know, or like some of them really get rutted out to where you are in very awkward positions. But you as hard as it is, you can't panic.
Yeah.
Because the Bronco is very capable, and you, like, as weird as it sounds, like, you have to trust Bronco.
Yep. All right, so right here's where you can tell that right there, that tire hits that bank. Now, you could have slowly came down that, and it would have rubbed down that tire.
And you would have just kissed it.
Right. And you would not have created the problems for yourself. But what happens is now that bank is pushing that tire into the back window, it's twisting that gate. And yeah, it's a bad time. And once again, I'm not beating this gentleman up. I just feel like this is where don't think, go off-road with people with experience.
Yeah.
This gentleman here was a recovery guy. And he tried to, I didn't want to play the whole video, but he tried to walk the guy through how to do this. And the guy, I think he just panicked is what he did. But
unfortunately, there is a guy in the Michigan Bronco Club group. I don't know his name, but he took a Raptor and he got stuck up north in Gaylord. He went alone and he had to get towed out. Unfortunately, you don't go alone. That's the biggest thing I've learned in off-roading is, like, you always go with a buddy, like 110% of the time. And if you are going by yourself, do 2 tracks, do trails. Like, don't do anything like extreme where you're gonna have to get towed. If there's water and mud and it's questionable, don't do it. Just don't. It'll save you a lot of money from getting flatbedded out of there.
Yep. Bronco dude's in here. Got a few others coming in. Let's see. Somebody said that looks like the TFL ditch. Yeah, they're a little off-road course. May not be completely thought out. Looks like his spare is bigger than a 35. Well, I kind of think that as well, but yeah. I was scanning through this video trying to look for if I could tell what size it was, and I was having a hard time. But yeah, that does. It looks like a 37. But I was amazed at how many people were like, well, that's why you just leave the spare at the campground or something, or wherever you're at.
What happens if you blow a tire on the trailer?
Or they're like, I put mine in the back of the truck, and I'm just like, that just
for it to bounce around.
Anything can happen, guys. Remember, there's always assumed when you go off-roading, it's assumed risk. I was taught that because I used to, when we would take new people out, and I used to have a buddy to go with me, and he was like, hey man, they don't listen. That's kind of on them. And if they tear their vehicle up, that's on them. When they came to one of these things, that's assumed risk. They always go in expecting the worst. When you come out of it, you got the best, if you didn't break. But yeah, this poor guy had a bad day, which kind of I kind of feel for him. This is the next thing I have a problem with too. Tennis shoes.
I have been known to be wearing flip flops when we go off roading, so I can't totally knock people
No,
on their shoes.
I won't beat him completely up, but I would like to recommend people wear boots. This person's clearly in the snow. I don't assume that it was not known that it was going to be snowy there where he went. Definitely, like, could you imagine if you got stuck there by yourself and you had to walk out in that snow in tennis shoes?
Okay, I got it. I get it.
I'm just as the guy that works outdoors a lot. That's
no,
one of
but
those
I will
things.
say, in my defense, I always have a pair of shoes in my truck, like a true pair of shoes. So maybe he has a true pair of shoes in his truck.
Yeah,
I always have muck boots in my Bronco.
Yeah,
Kelly you always had mud boots in your Xterra, but yeah, he's got a bad time right here. You can see he blew that glass out, which will not be easily come by. Once again, if you're in this, you're the person in this. I feel for you, and I'm not beating you up. I'm just doing some play-by-play here of what I'm seeing. I was not there. Off-road trip always
learning from your mistake.
Yes.
Yes.
Off-road trips always, like, the trails never look as extreme as they are sometimes. I used to see this a lot early on YouTube, man. People would be like, well, that's not bad at all. And you'd be like, yeah, but I was like this. Like, it was bad. So I always try to benefit of the doubt that it may have looked worse than what I'm kind of guessing at. But yeah, the poor guy, like, I must say, like, I want to see if we can get a side shot of this. Yeah, it's a good look. I love that Bronco. Looks great, man.
I do love what they did to that. That does look really clean.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the wheels, but that's okay. We all personalize them our own way. But yeah, kind of sad to see that first edition beaten up a little bit, but hopefully the gentleman learned from this and doesn't give up. That's the next thing I want you to do. If you break, we all make silly mistakes. If you break on it,
chromed out mirrors and chromed out handles.
Yeah. If you make a mistake, don't give up. Don't be like, hey, that was my, in this case, $65,000 truck that I just ruined.
I did it when you took me out the first time. I was like, I'm out. Peace. See ya.
Yep.
And I didn't wheel for like 2 years.
No, it's about a year.
Well, I think it was about 1.5 years because I was pregnant with Sid after that. So like 2 years, I think.
Yeah. But definitely, guys, in the comments below, have you been in some positions like this where, you were out of your element, as it were? And hopefully it all worked out for you. Let's see. Kelly Dave is spending money. I don't know what I'm spending on, but okay. To be fair, he probably got into the mud mindset. When in doubt, throttle it out. Oh, definitely. Like, there's 100 different things that I could speculate about. And remember, these are my opinions. My opinions are not always the most correct opinions. But yes, no, definitely.
Oh, you all heard that, right?
No, I don't. I don't ever want people to just assume like I'm the end all be all. I learn from new people all the time.
I know. I'm just giving you crap.
We would take new people out, and I could learn a lot from watching new people because they approach things differently than I would. That's why I don't go to the rodeo.
Oh, man. I mean, you let Nikki and Gia drive your Bronco.
I did let them drive my Bronco.
And then they took off with it, and we were like, are they coming back?
Allie, can I have a lift back to Detroit? Overall, though, this guy learned a lesson, and sadly, he had to pull over because I think his toe was out as well. So he was sending everything a little too hard, and lessons to be learned for sure.
And sometimes they're expensive ones, but unfortunately, that's the risk you take when you take these rigs off. I mean, I'm not saying they're meant to be broken, but unfortunately, that's the risk you take in any element.
I will say there's a Bronco first edition in your area, Allie, that somebody's parting out. I guess it was buried in water.
Oh.
But they're parting all the doors and everything. It was a first edition as well. So this guy could probably get a nice, I think it's blue. He could probably get this, the tail hitch. As long as the guy didn't bend the latches. That's the next thing is, did you bend the attachment points? And there can be so much damage there that you don't realize.
Yeah, that's how little things like this can quickly total your vehicle, because it's a domino effect. Like, you think it's only that much, but then when you start to look into it, and that's how a lot of these vehicles have been totaled. is because it's that domino effect of
Mhm.
different damage.
Yeah. Let's see.
Tim Bart says I'm old and smart, which is why I only go with a group of experienced wheelers.
Well, but there's also the thing where experienced wheelers sometimes. We've
We
got
all make mistakes.
we've got a buddy Jim who's been on the channel before through some of our videos. He's that kind of, your problem guy. Oh, he'll call you out. You'll be like, he'll just be, hey, why don't you go up that? Why don't you do that? And then you break something doing it, and he's like, well, you shouldn't have went up that, should you? And you're just like,
He's totally a bro where he's like, he'll push you to be like, come on, man, you can do it. And then, oh, you shouldn't have done it. Why'd you do that?
yeah.
It's like, I didn't tell you to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Allie, you did say there was a couple of situations where you were just
misspelled.
Probably should have had a little bit more experience.
Yeah, I get it. But I will say for you guys are at a good off-road park to get a little bit of experience. Even the little rock lava wall, or whatever they call that, that's good experience. Even though, I mean, it's pretty extreme for a new person, but you can take that little climb right there. You can take that to Moab, and there's a lot. You'll benefit a lot from just learning that little rock wall, and all the hills and stuff. It's fun. The sand. Clearly, Kelly didn't know how to drive in sand.
Thanks for reminding everybody.
No, I'm poking, baby. But no, there's like those little off-road parks are great for that.
And that's why I know you're not a huge fan of off-roading, but that's why I really like off-road. I've seen the reviews of all of them. I will 110% always pick Texas for this reason, because, and Kelly can attest to this, there's a little bit of everything. Like, there's things as a beginner, like when I went to dealer preview, when this thing first opened, I had never wheeled before, ever in my life, period. And there were things that I should not have been doing as a beginner, but like had the full-blown confidence to, like, as soon as I was done, I was like, okay, are we going again? Like, let's go. Like, I'm ready. Let's hit the trails. Like, let's do day 2 type of a thing. And it's like, it's just things like that like they really dive in and like teach you all this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, if
it wasn't for that, there's no way I'd be doing this. I would be so scared.
I poke at that, but that's excellent. It's an excellent course for guys like you ladies that wanted to experience it. Like Kelly, when she learned to fire a firearm, I sent her somewhere to do it because I did not want her to have my bad habits. The same way with off-roading. Yeah. That was one reason why I was kind of wanted you to go experience that, was because I don't want you to have we've shown a lot of people how to off-road, but I wouldn't call myself a trainer per se.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I would rather go to the right place to do it. Anna Smith coming in.
It's hard to be a trainer because everyone does things so differently. Mm-hmm. Like, the way I approach something is going to be different than the way that you approach something. You can only give so much advice, and you have to figure out what works best for you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Anna Smith coming in strong.
Thank you,
Honest knows I like the goofy super chat numbers. 55. Since Dave wants to buy new computer monitors, Kelly, here's some gas money for Supercell.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh man, you guys are always too kind to us.
Yeah, and I've been a corporate trainer, so I train adults. Yes, you heard me correctly. I train adults things, and there is definitely a difference. Like, everyone has a different learning style. Mm-hmm. What worked for 2 Bronco off-roadios may not work for the next 2 Bronco off-roadios, because you've got completely different people that are coming in, and everybody has to learn something differently. So yeah. Kudos to those off-roadeo trainers or guides, because they are badasses to be able to deal with all the difference, and to deal with, honestly, the anxiety that a lot of people get when they go off-roading, because let me tell you, it is not easy. We had a guy one time who completely freaked out when he was wheeling with us, and Dave was very patient with him, but he also was like thinking he had to like push him through. But this guy was so far done that he was like, I'm not doing it.
I didn't push him. I was trying to work the problem out for him.
You were, but he was so far gone at that time. Like, there was no.
He jumped out of almost a moving vehicle. This guy panicked so bad.
It was barely put in park.
Well, I mean, we had some ladies in the ladies off-rodeo group that, I mean, they were absolutely terrified, and there was a lot of talking, not talking down, but like just making sure that they were comfortable and things like
Mhm.
that. And it's like, I was never that way, but I could see how if you've never been behind the wheel, it's scary at first because you're
Mhm.
doing a lot of unknown. Like, let's face it, you've never taken your car, your Escape, or SUV or anything in these types of condition, let alone keys to a brand new Bronco.
Oh, 100%. And then, I think it was Greg that was on mine. I knew I could trust him, and I had the experience that I knew that I could trust him. But there were some places that just in general that they put you in that I was a little nervous about, but I wasn't nervous because I had such great guides there.
Yeah.
And I knew that they weren't going to put that vehicle in a place that shouldn't be. Now, I will tell you, if you ever go, listen to your trail guides.
Mhm.
And when they say easy, they mean just a little bit. They don't mean easy.
They don't mean send it.
Yeah, they don't mean send it. So just some things to kind of put in there. But sorry, I cut you off there, Dave.
No, you're fine. Greg, so does Supercell help train? Is it just a camping outing? So Supercell, and I was looking for some photos I had. I've got a little bit. I've got a drone shot of the first, I think, day there. So it wasn't a completely full lot just yet. Now, Supercell is a place for guys. It's like a car show. I know Josh and them have some they're taking some people to Windrock. I don't know the restrictions or what Josh is going to do with that. I don't remember him. They were still in the planning stage when we had Josh.
There's not like training per se, but like you can ask advice and like things like that. I mean, Supercell is like, I compare it to like one big giant family reunion car show.
Yeah, and they do. There are some. I think they have some
once a year.
Don't they have some like winch stuff that I know they like seem like they were showing people how to use winches? I think there's a little bit of stuff out there, display stuff, nothing crazy.
Yeah, I think it's if like companies are doing it, but there's nothing like official, like, oh, here's your training on this day type of
like there's vendors that are educating.
Yeah.
So Wild Raptor 2023 says, Dave, just admit it, you want to do off rodeo, but the crow is not very tasty. No, I have zero desire to do that. I would go if I could go down there and play. Like, yeah, I would love to have that. And then Pavement Ends Now says Dave's just avoiding being embarrassed by off-rodeo trail leaders, pointing out all of his off-road errors. No, I'm once again, I will fully admit it. I have some probably bad skills and some things that people wouldn't agree with, but it's served me well so far.
Josh just said I will do a training session if you guys want.
Nice.
Josh should do that at All Train Nation's booth. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you should.
Oh boy.
Allie says I'm out.
Allie, when do we have we got the headshots ready yet so that you can autograph at our booth?
I'll give you pictures of Maya.
There you go. Can you get a little pause?
We can little dog stamp.
Yeah. Put her paw.
Yeah, since you've got nothing else to do between now and Supercell.
I'm just hoping to be out of his house. My realtor knows the dates I'm going to Tennessee, though, so I've made that abundantly clear.
So Josh says, "What training sessions do y'all want?" I think
it says I will do.
I would. Sorry, if y'all want. Sorry. Josh, though, I would say I think there's some places at Windrock that would easily you could just do some small.
Yes, Kelly. I'll see y'all in a month.
35 days. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I need it too, man. I'm ready for some just fun.
Are you getting burnt?
Oh, I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get a tent.
It's bad.
Yeah, we've
got weights.
Yeah, I thought you ordered the weights.
I haven't ordered the weights.
So we're new hats are coming. So we'll have a half dozen or so hats there. We'll have a few things to let out, but come say hi to us at our booth. We will have a booth. Josh says he's given us a great spot, so I don't know what that means, but I don't know if that means outside the event.
He said deal.
Or
I'll be running around. I'll be there. I don't know where I'll be. I'll be in Alleyland.
Bird Dog, I am actually gonna order them off of Amazon, but there is a company that's an American-based company that does them, and I'm getting the cement ones because I don't want to deal with sandbags.
Yeah, you guys, like I told you earlier, like the show is we're not like in a whole hole. But we've spent some money this past 6 months, and we were looking at tents, like actual good
You're stupid.
event tents. Holy cow, the price
They're
on those things.
expensive.
Yeah. Now, granted, we were at Diabolical's booth in when he was in East Tennessee for a Jeep event, and he was pointing out some stuff about them. Like you definitely see the
You
quality,
definitely see the quality.
but it's like the initial investment wants to that hurts a lot.
Josh, teach folks how to get out of sand.
There you go.
Josh, what are you saying?
I'll get a sandbag.
Thanks a lot, Josh.
I'll get some of that playground sand, and we'll put it out there, and you can tell Kelly how to get in the right goat mode.
Stop. I don't know. It would be so hard to like do a training session.
It would be.
I guess at the at the event, it would have to be, I think, at Windrock.
Yeah. Well,
No.
Windrock they don't really have a training course there either. Like, you know what would be great in the back of the event area they have now, where they could just dig a couple ruts and stuff, like to make something like that. Just a small, they could have somewhere near a tree.
Or
So if
get
you have
like
a
the
winch,
big Bronco arch that's at all the car shows.
Well, no, I don't. But I meant there's room that they could dozer out a small ditch that people could learn, like have Josh out there, training, which would be cool. Honest has a question for you, Allie.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even drink that much, honestly.
Honestly, with honest.
I have to think about that. I'll let you know. I have no idea. I don't drink that much. I don't know.
Oh, look at this.
Like
Breaking news. Breaking news. Josh Hamilton says if you haven't seen it yet, it's about 3 times bigger than last year's show field.
Do you have a map that I can see where Michigan Bronco Club is? Because I still don't know.
Is it not? Have they not put anything up yet?
No, not that I've seen.
Let's see. Let's go to Bronco Driver.
It's going to be huge this year.
I really think so.
It's going to be huge.
I'm going to kill a dog.
You don't say that.
Well,
I keep hearing crashing upstairs, so
I'll be back. I got a parent.
All right. Well, now they don't really have any. I'm looking at their website right now. Here, I'll try to pull it up.
Thanks, Josh. You're so kind. You put Michigan Bronco Club across the street at the gas station.
Hey, you're closer to all the food, though. That's a plus in my book.
Rude.
All right, so we did this last week, and I'm going to continue to talk Supercell till leading up to the event because I want people to come have fun.
Don't worry, Jody. Chicagoland Broncos are over there with us.
So here is the general information. So there is a registration fee to this. It's event registration is $80 per Bronco, includes show field parking for your Bronco, event access to your access to yourself and your family. Show and shine entry, event t-shirt, raffle tickets, $10 food truck voucher, truck and trailer parking pass in the venue. There is trailer parking as well, because a lot of the older Broncos, they're not driving them from wherever they're coming in, and I don't blame them. Let's see. Vendor and visitors parking gate is open Wednesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visitors on-site parking is $10 per vehicle. So if you don't have your Bronco yet or whatever, you're just wanting to come walk the display, it'll be fun. Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, if you don't have your Bronco, don't be discouraged and
not at all.
Tim, the way that you get positioned with your club is you just reach out to them and just let them know what club you're a part of, and they'll section off a row for you.
Yeah, you kind of give them an idea of how many might be showing up, and
that actually reminds me, I need to do a final tally for Michigan Bronco Club actually.
So it looks like Tennessee Broncos will be there, Georgia Broncos, which probably Georgia Broncos by far is the largest.
Oh, dude, I love their stuff. They always have an amazing setup every year.
Bronco Nation will have their 6G corral. Broncos of the Carolina, West Virginia Broncos, Florida Broncos, Michigan Bronco Club, Mid-Atlantic Early Broncos, Miami-Dade, Chicagoland Broncos, Alabama Bronco Society, which is a little scary, Rocket City Broncos, Florida Broncos, and Bronco Broncos. So I can't wait to see Broncos. Let's see. Tents, you can set up a tent. There will be an evening. There can be evening winds, so it's just saying, hey, be careful. No open fires. Trash. They do have trash bins everywhere. Please use those. These guys work hard to get these events going, and the family that does this is like they work their tails off. They
They're
don't have
the nicest family too.
yes. So they really do. I have no affiliation with these people either. I would just be honest. They are super nice. They've been very welcoming to us the past couple of years. So, let's see. Motorists who park for less than 15 minutes. Who's coming? When did that question ever come up? Of like, hey, I'm just going to run through the thing real quick.
I think isn't that for the state park?
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. I'm not even catching all that. Nova overnight camping. So that's a big one. Don't think that you're camping there. I know Bronco Nation, they sold out of their stuff, but they have a private campground they're going to. We'll be in an Airbnb. I know there's lots of that around. And any other
if you haven't
details
booked your
about
stuff already, you need to do it tonight because
Yes.
it's already jam packed.
Yep. And there is usually a little bit of a line to get into the especially on like your Friday nights, Friday afternoons, Saturdays. It's a long line to kind of get into it, so just expect that. I can't think of too much else. I was hoping they had a map on there, but they don't right now. Well,
Sorry, I'm ordering those weights. It says there's only a few left in stock, so I'm like, give me those weights.
Shake weights?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, for the event.
Yes.
Let's see. Bird Dog says, Dave and Allie, are you setting up tents on Tuesday or waiting till Wednesday morning? I don't know what Allie's doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We will be there Tuesday. Yeah, we're there Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be there Tuesday sometime, but I don't know when Michigan Bronco Club is set. Like, we have a banner. I don't think we have a tent. I don't really know. I need to get on the ball on that this week. Because I'm meeting up with Jen, who's our like event coordinator. I just do social media stuff.
Just.
See, God's Country Overland says hello. Hello back to you, sir. Oh, this is a good one. The RTR crew is coming to play with us during the show. Also coming to Windrock. Josh, I need a little interview with those guys. Come on, hook me up, buddy.
Josh, is your Bronco done yet?
Josh was at Windrock a couple weeks ago.
I know, but wasn't he doing a ton of stuff?
I don't know. Let's see. Any other questions on that before we kind of dig into it? I want to bring up this. It's a video that I did a long time ago, but I want to show you guys. So me and Kelly will be at Windrock this weekend, which is once again part of where Josh is. They're going to do that, and I kind of wanted to give you guys just a little taste of Windrock. This is from a couple years ago, but so, and these are Nissan, so just ignore that fact. But this is what you can expect from Windrock. There's all kinds of terrain, depending on the weather. Once again, I know these are Nissans. It's a Bronco show, but there's a little bit for everybody. There's a little something. Every skill level kind of has it. Even the service roads, believe it or not, can be technical at times. But if the trails have been maintained really well, they do come through and dozer them from time to time, not the rock gardens that you see there, but they do kind of maintain the trails pretty well out there.
If you ever go with a group and you've never been, just go to the general store and ask them. They're really, really good about knowing the trails and just be like, hey, I want something pretty easy, or, we're veterans or whatever. Just let them know and be truthful with your experience when you tell them. And I would even err on the side of caution to be a little more cautious and be like, no, we're rookies. You'd much rather get into something that's a little too easy and work your way up than you would get into something that you wouldn't be able to get yourself out of easily.
It's funny. This Nissan Xterra here was brand new. It was a press vehicle. And Nissan brought this out they brought some press to our event, and we disassembled this poor thing because it had steps and all kinds of stuff on it that they were going to tear up. We told Nissan.
They were just Nerf bars and mud flaps, and we took both of them off.
We had a pile they had 3 of them there, I think. We had a pile of parts on all those, and then sent them on their way when it was time to go. It was like, hey, see you guys, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Not ours. But let's see, give you just a little bit more taste of
Bronco
Windrock.
78 says sneaking in the back door so everyone doesn't know I'm late. It's funny because people asked where you were, Bronco 78. We already knew you were late.
Yes,
Try.
you're the first to pop in here, and come on, give me something good, not Xteris. Give me something good there. There's Danny. Danny
Josh
after.
said that he might see y'all at Windrock.
Oh, Josh is we're gonna be graced. Yeah,
Graced
so
with royalty presents.
I think the Petersons are coming down from Michigan to come to Windrock with us this weekend. I think there's a couple from your area, Allie, coming down.
Oh man, that means I gotta come.
Yeah, come on.
Come
I'll
on,
pack my house.
You don't worry about a house.
Just have your mom do that.
Jeez,
No, she already helped me clean.
I know, I was just messing.
Poor mom.
No, that's the only reason I mentioned it, because I know she had her mom help her clean for the showing and stuff.
Yeah, and I didn't know what staging my house meant. She brought oh my god. So she brought all these plants over to my house. Well, apparently Maya said no and tore one of them down, and it was high on a counter. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? First off, I was impressed, but it was in pieces all over the floor. I'm like, well, apparently not meant to have that. So
She said, "This is my house, no plants."
Yeah, she knows something's going on.
Let's see. Radical Ride says he will be there, and the twins will be there for Michigan Bronco.
Nice.
Hopefully, he gets his Bronco back. He was having a top issue.
Actually, Radical Rides, when I first started on Dave and Kelly's show, I can't remember if it was the second or third time, I had to use the Wi-Fi in the Bronco because we had some major thunderstorms and we had no Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's funny. That's right.
Yes, I remember that.
So it worked really, really well.
That's funny.
We put it to the test.
That was before she knew what she was getting herself into.
Let's see. Jason Boyd says, hello, everyone. Are y'all doing a Windrock ride? Not at Supercell. I'm not. I would love to. I would love to be able to take people to Windrock during Supercell, but honestly, I've got a truck that I've got in a booth all day. We pay for that booth, so there's, there is a responsibility. You pay for the booth. They do want vehicles in these booths because they don't want empty booths sitting out there. But two, by the time I'm done with the each day, we're beat.
Yeah, I was going to say
a very long week.
We've been there, done that of overcommitting, and we legit have ended up sick after events. We've ended up just so exhausted, and our day jobs have suffered because of it sometimes. So it's just best for us to know where our limits are. And our limit is we can do the day thing. We can do go-karts. We can do all those kinds of things, but actually doing the wheeling thing, the heavy duty wheeling thing.
Josh giving me shit tonight. No, I mean, I would, and I think I told the Petersons because they said, hey, we're coming down with you guys this weekend because we don't want to be a part of large groups like that it will be at Windrock for that, which I don't, it's whatever. Some people like that. Some people don't, but I just like Kelly said, I don't want to overcommit to anything. And, by the end of this Saturday night, I'll be ready to hit my own bed.
We might get a little sassy, and you don't want to see the sassy side.
Yeah, but come hang out with us. We'll be at the booth. I know we took shit a long time ago about, remember people going, well, you guys said you were badass off-roaders. And I've never said I'm a badass off-roader. I like off-roading, and I feel like I'm fairly experienced. But at the same point, I'm a responsible adult too. And if I commit to that event, but come with me this weekend.
I would love to go to Windrock. I also have my mom and my dog, who I don't want to strand them for 12 hours.
You could go do the windmills. You'd be fine.
Perfect.
You could do it with Maya too.
Yeah, the overlook up there. They do charge anytime you go on their property. They do charge. I think it's what a day.
I don't know what a day pass is now.
It's less than $20, I think. But yeah, you can. It's a G Roads. They have a nice map. They have a great app. Their app is great. It's GPS on it, so you can see on their maps. You just see you going around their courses.
And the G stands for gravel. And let me tell you, sometimes those gravel roads are intermediate trails.
Yes.
I've done ladies runs over there where I've taken very, very rookie ladies and very experienced ladies. And I do a lot of G trails because the specific G trails I take are pretty intermediate. And there are some intermediate trails along the way that we'll pop on too. But so just warn you, if you go, sometimes those G trails are going to turn into some intermediate.
Josh is saying it's $30 a day.
There you go.
Okay.
Our faces are so red because we got
I had a
wind
windburn
burn tonight. So I just so you know, I haven't had a lick of alcohol tonight.
Lies.
About a shot.
Nope. I haven't drank any.
Okay.
You have. You've drank enough for both of us, probably.
Mm-mm.
Just kidding.
I've been very good tonight. Let's see. I will be leading a group to Witt Road. Where was that at?
In Tellico Plains,
Tellico
but
Plains.
it's a hike.
But it's a hike, yeah. Oh man, the old Tellico area to off-road was so nice. 125 a year. Yeah, we used to do year passes because we'll have to get our pass. Used to be $80, man. That used to be such a cheap place to off-road.
Yep.
You could get a year pass for $80. Allie, you don't have to have the flags. So the flag will stay back there to off-road this weekend. I don't need that. Which but there's no dunes either.
Holly.
That's true.
There's a lot of water, and don't go in the water. If you're
No.
going to Windrock, I suggest you see a mud puddle, don't go in it.
If it's a creek crossing, that's one thing because you will run into some of those, but just go easy. Again, we are not send it folks, unless we realize that is a situation that we have to a little bit send through. Creek crossings typically are slow and steady wins the race in those because you don't want to be pushing up too much water up under your hood, especially those 2.7s with that lower.
Till you get their fix for it.
Yeah, until you get the IAG fix for it.
Well, no, Ford. We talked about earlier. Ford has
Ford's recall.
Yeah, they have a recall. They're trying to fix all that stuff. Let's see what else is going on here tonight. Josh says I used to go when it was $50 a year. I remember, Josh, it used to be when I first started going over there, I think it was like $16.50 a day pass or something like that. And like Allie and you guys up there, man, you guys get shafted for what it costs to go off-roading, and not crapping on Hollyoaks because that's a nice, fun little spot.
It's a Michigan DNR thing that they make us buy the passes.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy when we didn't have to buy that when we were up there with y'all because they ran out of those little stickers.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't sell them to us.
Yeah.
We were like, we're just in for today. And they could see our Tennessee license plate too. So
they're like, okay, go.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we don't have any more stickers anyway.
Later. I'm actually, Bird Dog, I'm with you. I'm excited to meet Tim in person. Not just online.
Tim,
he's awesome.
Tim and his daughter are awesome. I think the whole family's going to be over there. I think I saw that in his last live stream. He was talking about that a little bit.
I'm just excited.
I've not tried the wine yet.
It's sitting right here.
I have not tried it yet. I don't drink a ton of I can't pronounce it right. I don't drink a ton of that type of that
white wine.
Yeah, I don't drink it. That's it. White wine. Thank you. I don't drink a ton of white wine. So I want to make sure when I open it, I have somebody that will drink it with me. So that way we don't lose the opportunity to drink it.
Jason Boyd coming in with $19.99 and leaves a blank comment. But we greatly appreciate that support.
Oh yeah, Mitch Watch always goes to the Windrock too.
Yeah, it's the one time a year he actually goes to real off-roading. But that's not behind his shop that he can flex out on stuff.
Wow.
I'm just picking. I text Mitch the other day. We had it. He was happy that we saw his the Bronco that his company built for that company.
Yeah.
And he was very happy that we did a video on that. Let's see. Where are we at? Tennessee Code Monkey. I love Tellico Plains. Nice. 50 degrees at 5.
Skyway is what I'm going to guess.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to try to pronounce that.
I know. That's why I did it for you.
And Bird Dog says,
"Aw, thank you.
Thanks for the tip on the weights. Now here's some Tito's money for Kelly."
You're welcome. I have actually done a lot of research because I don't like to buy. I don't like to spend money, and it really takes me to like the last minute to do it. And I've done a lot of research on those weights because I don't want to have buyer's remorse. So I highly recommend those. Hopefully they live up to what my research has said.
I think what you showed me was the same thing that
they're the little
Bronco Battalion. It's the same thing that Heidi had.
Probably.
And that's one that Bronco Battalion, especially ladies that are in here, like she always has a bunch of cool gear. And she
this
comes
is one of her hoodies.
She comes to She comes to do business
Yes,
at
she does.
like just they're all business, man. Like nice booth. Always
They
has
have
a lot of
so
fun.
much stuff.
Yep.
Yes. And I know she's working on a bunch of new merch and stuff like that. So definitely go check her out. We're hoping we're all together.
Jagger Lou says, "Hey Dave, I saw a Ranger Raptor on I-94 and thought of you. Hey, I'm glad that people, when you think of
They're being
Raptor,
tested.
you think of this right here, Allie. Number one,
shot,
right?
shot.
Hey, I think it's the first time.
I think it. No.
No, I didn't mention tonight. That's the first
Oh,
mention.
that's right. You didn't.
It's the
Even though
first
Somebody-
Steve Rapp said
Made it
number
an
two.
hour and 10 minutes. I'm proud.
I'm trying to. So, guys, you don't know behind the scenes, so I'll get any bit of insider info, and I'll hit Allie
Yeah.
up and go, "Hey, have you heard anything?"
No.
And she's had enough of it. You can tell she's over it. Just like, look, dude. When I
It's
say
like Bronco. No, I know nothing.
Like, I don't know anything. Stop asking, dummy.
and I'm not even poking for like inside information for
no, he
the
just does it
show,
for fun.
but yeah, no, I'm very excited about it. Andy
No.
Ackerman coming in.
Thank you for that super chat, Andy.
Man, Dave gets no love here tonight.
That's because they
Wow.
know I keep you in line.
Yeah,
I'm
Jody,
gonna
I'll be at your 10 at Silver Lake this year.
My real son, not Jason Boyd, Corbin's coming in and says, "When is the event?" My son keeps trying to lease our house from us. And the other day, what did he say? He saw some boxes because we're slowly starting to pack up.
Because you told Sydney this weekend. You said, "Hey, we're moving this."
Oh yeah,
weekend.
we were effing with my daughter, so I was like, she hasn't done anything to pack.
No, she's maybe packed a couple boxes, which consist of a couple of pillows and some books to move. And she's got a whole room she has to like sort through and get rid of. And so he told her Thursday,
Yeah.
"Hey, by the way, we're moving this weekend." And she goes, "Really?" And she's all excited because her room is bigger over there. So,
but she was panicking a little bit too.
She was panicking a little bit too. She's like, "It's fine. I'll do it."
She told kids at school.
And she told Corbin.
Yeah.
And Corbin goes, he came home Sunday, and he goes, "Hey, so did you guys move anything this weekend?"
Yeah, I'm like, geez.
I said, "No." "Well, I moved a few things on Friday." He's like, "Oh, well, if you need some help, I can help on Wednesday."
Yeah.
The only time he's wanted to help.
Yeah, party at our house the third weekend. Nah, Corbin, my son's pretty good about that. He'll have some friends over,
knock on some wood.
But he's luckily we've only found one sickness in our driveway, so we're good with that. TJ Miller is coming in. Let's see what he has to say here. Hey, if anyone needs a phone mount, check with Bullet Point Mounting Solutions. They have one. I have one in my Bronco. I took from my F-150. Just ordered for my wife for her Bronco. Well-built mounts.
Nice.
Yeah, those guys are pretty cool. We're a 67 designs crew here.
Yeah.
Which is basically identical.
And we don't get any kickback. It's our preferred brand.
But nearly the same thing. I like kind of their mounting solution better in the Bronco than 67D.
Who's that?
Bullet.
Oh, the one that he was posting.
It's pretty neat. Yeah. My son says he'll gladly help move us. Thank you, sir. I'll do that.
Go to the Jason Leopold. Rumor has that they were pulling the plug on the Ranger Raptor because Dave leaked too much information.
No! I didn't. That information, the video I did this weekend, I put it in the description because they've accused me of not giving them credit, which the last Ranger photos that I had did not come from them. But I did put they came from Raptor or Ranger 6G, and a gentleman there who got to actually ride in one. One of the pre-productions that they throw the keys at people every once in a while. He got to ride in it, which then he did a review of it, which probably Ford's not real happy with. I imagine the guy that he got let ride probably gotten a little bit of heat over that one because it's not for you and your buddies to ride around in.
That's the thing. I mean, Ford is really cracking down on the people that are leaking this stuff because the thing is, like, they still have a little bit of work to do. There's reason why it's not in full-blown production yet. Mm-hmm. And the people that are leaking this are unfortunately going to learn the hard way because Ford cracks down. Like,
Josh rubbing it in, sticking the knife in and twisting it.
Yeah, Josh. Bit. Yeah, I know. Hey, quick question though, Josh. Do those have a front locker? I don't believe any Raptors do.
Andy, thank you. And I will make sure that Allie gets some alcohol for Supercell with the money that has been sent to her over the last couple of weeks.
That is
Send this on
hilarious.
to Allie because Dave doesn't deserve it.
Awkward.
You know, one time I used to have a Bronco, and I used to have my own YouTube channel that I did reporting at, and then somehow
And
I
it's
lost.
now taken over by Allie and Kelly. All right, let's do this.
Speaking of which, Allie, how are the subs coming? You guys don't know? Go to Allie. It's in her name right there under Allie.
Yeah.
Go subscribe.
I think. Hold on.
I seen you had one video had a few thousand views on it.
Yeah. Well. Oh one of my Instagram ones actually just hit 2,000 likes.
Nice.
I've had a couple of them that had like 1.3, 1.7 thousand views. I have 175.
Nice. Well, I mean, what? Only a month ago you didn't even have 100. So
Yeah, I'll take it.
thanks, son. You don't
Now go pay your cell phone bill.
Yeah, you don't pay rent, but oh look, Tim Parks,
Aw.
just for me. Thanks, Tim.
Bye, Radical Rides.
Yes, sir.
I like
Thank you.
Nick's comment. It's an Allie and Kelly show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've told you ladies to get the
We gotta get
Who?
Amy.
and y'all do your own.
I hope Amy will be at Supercell. I don't know if she will or not.
Jeez.
Thank you, Andy. I'll make sure she gets it. She has been so I can't remember who it was. It might have been you, Andy. No, I don't remember if it was you, Andy, or somebody else said. I think it was YouTube Car Spotters Guide that was like, if she had enough subs, I would give her $5 or whatever. And I showed her that, and she was like, "But it's mine." And I was like, "Nope, they already said it's not yours." So I will make sure she gets her $5. You know what? That'll go towards her Jordan money that she owes us.
Yes.
Is what we'll do. Because she has cash set aside. She didn't have enough to buy Jordans, but we bought her some Jordans on Friday.
Yep.
Oh.
The Gen 1 Jordans, all of a sudden, I remember when these shoes came out, I thought they were ugly then. Now it's all the rage. All these kids want these ugly shoes.
They're still
I'll show
ugly.
you a picture. I'm not a good picture taker. And
Mobile says I'm being written out of the show.
so these are the shoes she got today. So they're half black and white and half white and black. Like each of them is.
My OCD would be going nuts.
Oh, she loves them.
Yeah.
She's so excited it's stupid.
Poor kid took a shot off the elbow tonight.
Oh yeah. She took a pitch off her elbow tonight.
Oh.
And you heard the crack. Oh.
Yeah, it was
No.
gnarly.
Oh.
And the coach called and was like, "Hey, can I get mom or dad over here?" And I was like, "Nope, that's you. You go." Because I would have been like, "All right, let's go."
Is Driven Wild Outdoors going to Supercell?
Oh yeah, you know Dwayne's gonna be there. Dwayne and family. He's probably bringing like 16 Broncos.
In a Mustang.
Yeah, his new dark horse.
Yeah.
Facts.
But he says, Dave, when they kick you out of your show, you're welcome on our channel. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate the love. Oh yes, the new Jordan movie is coming out. Yeah, about the tennis shoes. I actually want to see that. And I was a huge Jordan. I'm not a big basketball guy, but when Jordan played in the late 80s, early 90s, I loved watching Jordan play. Had the poster, the whole him dunking poster. Oh, yeah. I was all about it.
Jason says, "Won't take much, Kelly. Just nudge Dave off the screen and rebrand. Show."
Yeah, man. I'm feeling like I'm not wanted here anymore. I won't break this news that you guys like so much.
Here, wait. Here's one for you. Come on back. Night, Dirk. Thanks for joining. Almost said bye, Dave, but that was not the one I'm talking about. Valley Dude 5000 says for Dave, but if Kelly agrees to do a build video, then she
Man.
can. Hey, there's that drama that someone was telling about Bronco Nation.
Oh,
Weird.
Weird drama tonight, man. You guys are killing it. Bye, Mobile.
That's funny.
Laura says, poor Dave, we love you. Thanks, ma'am. Is Laura going to be down? I'm curious if
Yes, she is.
going to have her 2-door down.
I don't know on that, but I know she said she'd be down because she ended up canceling her camping spot and ended up getting a cabin because she wasn't able to get in the Bronco Nation thing. So she just went ahead and did a cabin.
I don't think many were able to get in the Bronco Nation thing.
They said it was sold out in like 12 hours, but I know the camp spots were like gone like quick.
Yeah, they were gone in minutes.
Yeah.
Nick says, Allie, you and Kelly, you'll need some intro music.
I know. We'll have to keep him on as producer because I'm not very good at all that.
Yeah, suddenly I'm needed. I see.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got the cat. Like, I got my cabin when I did.
I'm so glad you told us about it when you did too, because I probably wouldn't have booked it yet, and then I'd be kicking myself.
Nice.
We'd be in that weird porn alley or the alley porn
Awkward.
Airbnb thing.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, Allie.
I was trying to say Airbnb.
Allie.
Sorry, I'm very tired.
The ALLEY, not ALY.
Is that Nashville? Is that one of those printer alleys? Is that
Yes?
Is that next to that?
Something
one?
like that.
But yeah, we'd
Hi,
be in that
Jason.
weird, creepy one we were in last year.
Yeah.
I swear I got staph infection from.
No, we are not staying there again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
It is on a do not stay.
Bye, son. We appreciate you being on. Hopefully your Black Diamond's doing well. Freaky rental relations.
So funny.
Randy says I need more Maker's Mark. Honestly, I haven't drank a ton tonight. I'm extremely tired. This, of course, time change. Where are you guys at with time change?
Oh my gosh.
Just leave it alone.
I'm
man.
waiting
One or
for
the
the
other.
change.
With how insane everything else in my life has been, it took me until halfway through the day on Sunday to realize what was going on because I had a showing at my house and it was like 15 minutes till they were going to show up, and I finally look at the time. I'm like, oh shit, like I have to be out of this place. And the realtor was actually sitting outside my house, like waiting for me to leave.
Oops.
Nothing awkward about that, right?
No, it's the whole process is like my realtor's done a really good job. Like, she is my friend, and I do ask a lot of questions. I do loans, like I do car loans. Like, granted, no, it's not a house loan, but like I read everything. Like, she's even said, she's like, you have more questions than anything. I'm like, because I know. I'm like, I just want to know what I'm signing up for. I want to understand the terms, like all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that they're used to that. And I'm just like, I have questions. I want to know what I'm signing up for. Like,
I made a realtor quit the business. Didn't I?
I don't think you were the only reason, but you were.
I was a major reason. I know. When I do realty.
You went to elementary school with the girl too.
No, I went to high school with her.
I thought you went to elementary. I thought you guys were in elementary together.
No. Anyways, when I'm dealing with my house to sell,
It's
I'm
big
not,
money.
I'm not playing around. Like, there's no we're buddies over anything. Like, I'm there to, I mean, obviously within reason. I'm not going to be a jerk to somebody, but this poor lady was going to be. The other realtor was just going to have her way with her. And I was like, no.
Not happening.
Yeah, that was not a good time. I was hoping to find the damn Supercell photos.
I'm so excited for Supercell. I need a vacation in the worst way.
Yes.
I need to be around good people.
Oh, Mobile, trust me, that is our dream home, would be a barn dominium that fits like 6 cars in it.
Oh, I'm determined on this property that I just bought. Like, I'm building a pole barn, and it's going to fit at least 4 or 5 Broncos.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, Broncos.
Any Raptors in there?
What?
What?
I think my internet's breaking up.
Wow.
Weird.
If you guys got questions or comments, go ahead and post them up. We will try to answer them. We have a poll tonight. I need to pull that up here because
you better close the poll out.
Somebody, the past few shows I keep forgetting about it.
Well, don't like close it out so we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, he won't close it this time.
Hopefully.
No, but I keep shutting the show off and forgetting that I did a poll, like an idiot. All right,
not
Kelly.
Like a dancer.
So here's the question. I'll go let you.
Okay,
go ahead
before you end it.
I'm okay.
Okay. Last chance, guys, to respond to the poll. Let me see it. Are you going to Supercell East in April? All right, we're gonna close it in 10, 9,
Y'all gotta vote.
8, 7,
Jeez.
If you're not going, you're not cool.
5,
Wow. What about the person that was from Portland?
Who?
3,
I missed it.
and Dave already closed it.
All right. So what are we at there,
All
Kelly?
right, are you going to Supercell East in April? 89 votes. Sadly, I'm going to miss all the fun. Is 68%.
So
Cannot
sad.
And plans are 50-50, 4%.
The 50-50 I thought might be a little higher. That I'm a little surprised on. Because I thought that
I'm sure more 50-50 would be like people in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's really hard to like plan the trip like last minute.
Josh said 125 people have signed up for Windrock. He may have to split it into 2 days, he said.
Josh, don't look at
Josh, you're going to have to split it into
I
2
can't
days,
help.
buddy.
Sorry,
we,
buddy.
We can't. We're out.
But I do hope to see you Saturday.
Yes. And I hope you have lots of help.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun.
And those that go, this is a good spot for that. So those that do end up going on the ride to Windrock,
Please rate Josh with us. Tell us how he does.
it's not at all where I was going with that.
Let's talk about the trail drive everyone got lost at, Josh.
Wow. Josh, it's not me. Just remember that it's not me. What I was just going to say is I actually was going to say be patient with Josh and the crew that he has, because if it turns into 2 days worth, that's like 62 people. That's a lot of people on trails. A lot, which means that you cannot be spotted through every single event, or you will be there for 2 days just getting through the trail.
Yeah.
So please be patient.
Well, our max was like 15 per group.
Yeah, we decided the magic number for us was like 15 people per group. Maxed out, we did 1 year, it was like 45 on a trail, and that would never happen again. Never, ever, ever.
That's a lot.
We would not go above 20. So kudos to Josh and his crew. So just be aware that if you do go on that, don't expect to be spotted everywhere, and learn where you learn.
And bring a radio.
Yes, bring a radio. CB preferred for the most folks because they can't jump to ham.
No, but GRMS is kind of taking over all that. So if you got a pair of the little handhelds, well, we've got, I think you bought some over there somewhere. Those work well. GRMS seems to be the what a bunch of people are jumping to.
Yeah.
Where are you looking at? Dave, let me in. Hold on. Man, Josh, I'm trying to end the show, not continue it to go. Let's see.
Josh, we have 4 different routes planned. Dang.
I was already like, I got work to do still tonight.
All right, let me find Josh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna relax for like the first time in 3 weeks.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna relax for like the first time in 3 weeks.
No, I heard you. I was like, what?
Oh.
You are?
What's relaxing like?
Right?
Putting my phone down and like sleeping.
There he goes. He's got the invite. There you go, Josh. GRMS all the way, Josh says. Which I agree. I have a new one over there. Ours been installed and somebody broke it.
Oh, the new GMS.
Yeah.
And then we bought these these are honestly for our press trips.
Yeah.
I got them at Costco at Christmas for like $50 or something, and they're regular like almost 100.
Oh, nice.
But they're just two-way radios. That way when we're shooting and stuff like that.
GRMS works a lot with that stuff, so it's pretty nice to do. And speaking of pretty nice to do, the guy that's on his what's the what do they call the chairs, the dad chairs?
The recliner?
No, but what was the name brand of those?
Lazy Boy?
Lazy Boy himself. Captain Lazy Boy. What's going on, sir?
100% in the Lazy Boy chair. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah. Always, hey, be brand specific. It's a Lazy Boy.
It is 100%.
Josh is looking for sponsorships, lazy boy.
Yes, 100%. Allie, be nice, because I will make you go to Windrock.
I'll go. I just won't promise I'm driving my own Bronco.
No, so 125 people signed up so far. I've got a bunch of my buddies coming out to help spot. And we've got 4 different routes planned throughout the day. So we'll meet up at the Overlook. We'll all go back on some different trails. I've got some just gravel roads, some small trail, medium trail. And then for those of us that like to go more extreme side, we've got another trail to run.
You're taking them to Rattle Rock?
Maybe.
Wow. 16.
Well, I don't know what 16's like anymore.
It's a lot of fun. That's what it is.
Well, but I meant like it used 16 and 20, like 22's always been pretty mellow.
16 for a minute there was just a highway.
Yeah, and then they leveled 16 and then it got extreme again.
Yeah, and we went out and played last weekend at Panther Rock for a little while and watched a couple of the Jeep guys get stuck in the tree line. So it was fun.
I've never been to Panther Rock.
I mean, it's for what it is. It's a pretty cool little trail. It's hard. It's easy to get into, hard to get out of. And if you actually take your Bronco out on the rock and do what they call the top of the world for Windrock, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot. There was some videos I've seen of Jeep guys that don't dare go that far out, and I'm like, because there's some gaps in that rock. I know
there is. So we had 2 of the Bronco engineers down here last weekend, and we went and played, and they took theirs out there and clearing over top of the rocks. They didn't know if they wanted to take them out there or not, but they were fine.
Yeah,
nice.
So yeah, bring radios, bring some muck boots, because no matter what the weather is, it's always going to be a little moist and muddy up there. Bring some snacks. Because, and some,
no alcohol on that trail.
No alcohol on the trail, no guns on the trail. Just come out, come play. Like I said, bring radio, bring some boots, bring some snacks, and some toilet paper if you got to go to the bathroom, because we're not going back.
Works better. Baby wipes.
Yes.
We always keep baby wipes in our truck.
Wipes are the way to go. So yes.
Yeah. After we had a child, that was like, oh. These are amazing for everything. Clean out your truck, wipe your butt if you need to. Yeah.
Wipe your face.
Wipe your face. Clean the
truck last weekend. Get out of the car and I look down and there's just a pair of underwear there that somebody used as toilet paper and left them on the trail. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to take people out with our Nissan stuff, and they wouldn't have toilet paper or anything with them. And we had one of our good friends, Aaron, was like, "Dude, I'm cramping so bad. What do I do?" And I was like, "The woods are over there. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you." He's like, "Well, what do I use to wipe with?" And I was like, "Get in my truck. Here's." And after that, he always keeps toilet paper with him. He's like, "No matter what." I'm like, yeah, you.
Yeah. So
don't get the poison ivy.
They've leveled the field, put up gates and stuff. So the show field is about 3 times bigger than it was last year because I got everything leveled out. Nice path to drive up into before you cut off into the grass. We'll have plenty of room for the clubs to hang out with. 6G Corral will be in the same spot it was last year. Bronco Nation. But a lot more food trucks coming and vendors.
Oh, thank God.
Normal. So
those poor 3 food trucks they had last year, like I felt so sorry for those people.
Yeah, so they had to add a couple because Tom said there was like 980 people signed up so far for Supercell. Haven't closed yet, so it's a lot.
Well, and I will say that I know that there was like at some point at that peak time, the food trucks were like an hour and a half wait. So yeah, definitely necessary to have a few extra food trucks this year.
And you know what we'll have with us? A cooler with some lunch meat.
Yes,
stuff.
we will have a cooler with us.
Get one of those nice Bronco Yetis.
I don't get the hookup, sir.
Oh,
I'm not friends of Ford.
Jeez, Josh.
I'll tell you right now, I don't have the hookup either. So,
way to rub salt in the wound. Yeah, but
Allie, you don't occasionally piss Ford off. I do.
Not that I know of. Sure, there's other things.
So RTR is going to be there, you said?
Yes, RTR is going to come down. I'm not sure if Lauren or Vaughn are coming. One of them is trying to come, depending on what the schedule is, but RTR is definitely coming. My dealership here at the house just became the only RTR lab in the South, so we're going to start doing custom RTR builds at the store for Broncos, Mustangs, Rangers, whatever. So they're going to bring a couple trucks down, a couple of the fun runners down to Supercell.
Nice. Any Bronco or Ranger Raptors?
Not so far, sir.
Dang it.
This is for Broncos.
It's not the
This is Supercell for Bronco.
What was that, Josh?
not the Ranger Raptor Super Celebration, sir.
I mean, it could be like, you know, little taste of that or something. Come on. Any ideas Ford going to do a display this year? I know we talked last time. You didn't know if they were doing anything just yet.
So Bronco Nation is running the booth for Ford at the show, so I'm not sure what cars are coming or whatnot. I haven't talked to Jordan about it, but I know that they've got all
Jordan's in charge. We're in trouble.
Yeah. So they worked out amongst themselves, so I'm not sure what's coming down. I just know that RTR is coming. I know Tyler from Texas Broncos bringing a bunch of stuff. Jesse's coming up from Helibad.
Oh yeah.
Mitch and all those guys are coming from Wild Horses out in California. So
I know Bronkbuster's coming too.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like a good time. Any big guys coming in as far as like sponsorship aftermarket stuff that you know besides, I mean, because Helibad and some of these guys they built some cool stuff, but is there any big names going to start showing up to this?
So Kinzer Chassis is coming. They were there last year. They've always come down to the show. They've got a really couple of good new chassis designs for the early Broncos.
Is that the 4-door Bronco guys?
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Max Leiter's coming again. But they've also got an electric chassis from Kinzer Chassis for Bronco, which is pretty cool. He just got that all finished out. It was there last year, but it wasn't totally done. But now he's got an actual one that's running, which is killer. So yeah, so Quake LED's coming, Rigid's coming. There's a bunch of people coming. There's a lot more sponsors coming this year than normal.
That's awesome, man. That's good to hear. And same place, right? Check in will be in the same.
Yes, same place. Put your stickers in the window so we know who you are coming through. We've been working our tails off putting this show together for Supercell, organizing stuff, figuring out, you know, where Bronco Nation's going to camp out, and a bunch of runs that we're doing. And we're going to go. We have a meeting tomorrow actually to organize some stuff. So hopefully I'll get a map, guys, sooner than later.
Nice. Expedition or God's Country Overland says Expedition Trailers is coming. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
I don't need a trailer company showing up because I already want one.
Same.
I promised the IAG I was spending $1,000.
Somebody else we know is probably too.
Do what, Josh? Sorry, the wife was interrupting.
I said someone else is probably going to bring a camper that she wants to show off too from some other place. I don't know.
We don't talk about that person here.
Yeah.
Why did you commit? When did you commit $1,000?
Did you know? Were you not on the last week's show or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was?
Wants versus commitment.
Oh, for tube doors.
Yeah.
Okay, wants, but.
All right, guys, I need you to buy everything we have at our booth.
Oh
just buy everything so I can afford tube doors.
So,
Smalls.
the guy who Tom Broberg, his son owns a machine shop that makes bumpers and tube doors, side steps, rock rails, whatever. So he's got a bunch of new stuff for the Bronco for 6th gen that's coming out and going to premiere up at the show too, which would be nice.
So excited.
Look, man, they're coming in our show. They're trying to sell me stuff in my own show now. Come see me then. Dang it, God's Country Overland. Stop it.
Just give him a trailer. That's all you gotta do, God's Overland.
Here's God's Overland. Here's what you need to do. Give me a super chat of at least $15,000 or so. I'm just
No. I don't want to tax it like that.
No, just give him a trailer.
Yeah, just give us a trailer. Just gift it for marketing purposes.
Yeah, but there was some ego involved. I'd see a big super chat like that. It'd be fun.
I don't want the taxing on it. Remember, 15,000 comes down to like, what do we get? Like half of that?
Yeah, the Google tax.
Yes.
And then the government tax.
And then the government tax.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. God's Overland. I need a trailer. Let me take a trailer with me to Telluride this summer, and we'll be happy.
There you go.
And I'll review it.
God's Country said, "I say no with love."
Oh man. Well, it sounds like Josh. It sounds like it's gonna be a big deal. Is there any way that you can get Tom and them to pop on the show before Supercell? Because I know a lot of people have questions and
yeah. If you want to next Monday, we can roll that out.
Yeah, just let them know, and I'll shoot you a link. I think it'll be fun. I'm not going to shut up about this event till it's over, and then I'll still talk about it because it's a lot of fun, guys. I promise you, just even if you don't have your Bronco, just the ability to see what people have done to theirs, it gives you a lot of cool ideas. You can buy stuff there, so if you want to buy stuff,
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the events that made me fall in love with the Bronco and the Bronco community. Like, I didn't realize how big this was until I went to this event, and I was like, holy crap.
And then
Like,
she met us and was like, I got to get out of this
No,
community.
she didn't meet us, remember? Until like what?
We had to go to her own event.
Holly Oaks.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bronco Super Celebration is great because you got people from California, Oregon, Wisconsin, Hawaii that come
Canada. Like,
on.
Yeah,
everyone.
I remember there was a couple when y'all had the drive thing going on. There was a couple that flew from Hawaii
Yeah,
to be a part of the first drive because they
Yes.
wanted to ride in one.
and they're coming this year. Again, they rented a Bronco off of Toro, and they're coming this year back to Supercell.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Well, they don't have kudzu over there.
Yeah,
That's the big draw.
yeah. That was a funny thing up at Windrock 2 weeks ago with the guys from Michigan. They were like, "What is this viney weed thing?"
Oh, on
That's
the G
exactly
on the
what
G
it is it's a weed.
Yeah,
G trail there where you just see that wall of that stuff.
Yeah, people aren't fascinated with the overlook, which is like one of the best views you could ever see. They're fascinated with the kudzu.
We've had people on those G trails stop and take pictures, and I'm like, "What are we doing?" You're like, "This is cool.
Yeah.
It's a weed, man. Cool."
That's all it is.
Well, Josh, we appreciate you coming on here with the updates. Hopefully next week that'll work out. We can talk more Supercell.
yeah. I'll give Tom your info and let him call you and make sure next Monday's work. But he's normally fine with it.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds
Well,
good.
we expect you to be on there as well, sir.
Supercell. I'm so excited.
Well, good.
Good. And Allie,
I'm not obsessed.
only 35 more days.
She knows. She's like, I know.
I know.
I'm technically leaving in 5 weeks from tomorrow.
There you go.
technically.
Are you doing a
Hey, us
Are you
too.
doing a big caravan down with the Bronco people?
I am not because I'm going the day before, and it sounds like a lot of people are going Wednesday. So
So since you work for Ford, you're going a day before because you're expecting a breakdown. Is that what it is with Ford? Or
Wow, Dave.
wow.
Hey, Al,
I'm playing.
back of the list for your Ranger Raptor.
Damn it! All right,
Thanks, Josh.
Kelly wants it. Kelly wants it. Allie, not me. It's for Kelly.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait, where was it? Where was it? Where's God's country?
Right there, the very bottom one.
Yes, shameless plug, large Bronco meetup in Central Kentucky. I saw that our friends with Nashville
I think
Overland.
it's for sales.
Yeah, something like that. Posted up about it. I'll share it on our Instagram and stuff for you guys this Saturday. That looks fun. I was asked to come to that, and I'll be at Windrock. So,
Yeah.
how is Windrock, Josh? Before I let you go, is trail? How's 22 looking?
It's okay. You know, it's everybody has gone through. They've cut some stuff out. They've widened a couple trails, which has been nice. What you guys are going to go to on Saturday, James Duff has a big announcement for some new Bronco parts for early Broncos coming for Saturday. So it's pretty cool. They've got like an hour-long presentation on stuff. So if you want to go. If not, then just let's go ride the trails.
I'm going to hit trails.
Yeah. So, but it's pretty cool. The new general store is open, so it's large. It's beautiful. So it's pretty cool.
Do they have air there? Because somebody asked me that the other day.
Yes, they do have air there.
Finally, yes.
So they put air on the side of the new general store building, so you can air up, air down, and do what you want to do.
Is it pretty efficient?
You know, I rather use my ARB kit that I've got in the back of my Bronco. It does a better job, but it's like the air hose at the gas station. But you know, it gets the job done.
Well, I was just curious because the one up at the other, no, I guess it's not. Yeah, it is air that's up there, isn't it? Or is it the car? Or it's the spray off?
Yeah, the clean off bay.
The clean off bay at the campground is not the most efficient. So
Yeah. The one up at the general store is a little bit better. The car wash still down at the old general store is still not that great.
gotcha.
Well, that's all right. As long as I have it. I know the Petersons were asking me about that, and I was like, I hope to have my ARB installed. I know I won't, but no, I'm behind on what I got to get done for this trip, anyways.
He's trying.
So I'm thinking, Josh, 22 to 27 to 26 is a fun time, especially for some people that might be experienced but not hardcore wheelers. Using that little rock garden at the end of 26, especially if you got front and rear lockers, you'll be very easily go through that.
It's a fun trail. I mean, we were running up over to Panther Rock, and there was a couple rutted out areas. My buddy Dave, who runs on 40s, got through, and it literally still went up into his doors. So there's a couple rutted out spots, but it was a lot of fun.
Good. Good. I'm always this is that time of year where they haven't got to do a lot of maintenance. Of course, we haven't had a lot of snow, so that not a lot of rain either, really.
Well, they did a lot of maintenance this past year because they cut in a bunch of the bike trails, the Red Bull bike run up there. So they did a lot of overhaul and maintenance on the rest of the stuff while they were going through there. And there's still a bunch of bobcats and stuff on the trails when we were up there last week. So,
all right, one final thing they need to fix: the pavement. I guess P1 right by Rattle Rock, where that big. They always have orange paint. You're like, that doesn't tell anybody anything.
Especially if people don't know that it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, just slide off the mountain.
Well, it was funny because we went through there and they had the orange paint, but then if you look in a couple of the holes, they had big old orange cones sticking up out of the holes.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, it was great. So
well, and then you got to love the one part where it's like they took the orange paint around it. Well, then part of that asphalt is down in the hole now where the orange paint was, and you're like, well,
yeah,
don't we need to?
Yes.
Yeah. Go slow on the pavement at Windrock if you do happen to go there, because those little washouts will come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
On you.
Yeah, we did see wild hogs up there last week, running around too, which was pretty fun.
Oh wow,
nice. Hey, there's nothing crazy. Like we used to do night runs out there, and all of a sudden you see these little beacon lights running all through the darkness, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" And then it's coonhounds, like where they're doing their scoring and all the way they do. I remember being through there going, what are these lights, man? I've already got
because it was pitch dark.
We got like 30 people behind us that we don't know already, and now I'm seeing alien lights bouncing through the woods.
So, and I'm trying to run just Wednesday or Thursday and Friday, and Friday is probably going to be like a half day run because the jamboree is that same weekend as well. So all the side by sides will be there to party and hang out.
Oh,
thing. Hey, and side by side will run right into you if you don't.
They've gotten better. But they come out of nowhere, especially on some of those trails that cross over into the other stuff. You hear them coming, see them. So,
well, we appreciate the updates, Josh. Once again, if you guys, obviously, Josh, we'll talk hopefully next week a little bit about what's coming up for that trail run with Tom, Driver Magazine, Bronco Supercell,
Bronco Driver Magazine, Bronco Supercell East.
What she said. Yeah. So, Josh, we'll talk to you next week, buddy.
See ya.
Later,
bye, Josh.
All right, there you go, guys. We'll definitely check it out next week. Sounds like that should be fun. I know Allie will probably want to pester Tom about how he can do things and be awesome with it. No, Allie,
I love it. It's so fun.
Yep. Oh, thank you, YouTube Car Spotters Guide. I get up early on Saturday mornings for Midsize Truck Live. Well, there won't be one this week. I can promise you that.
Yeah, because we'll be on the trails.
Yes, because it's Eastern time zone. So now we're 2 hours ahead.
Eastern.
Look, man, leave dumb redneck dude alone today. Dave, if you like Angel's Envy, try Horse Soldier. I will definitely try that. So I think we got through everybody. So guys, we're gonna cut it short, about 10 minutes short tonight, because I got a sandwich over here waiting to be eaten, and I got a bed that's ready to be laid down. So Allie, Allie's got a pack.
Yeah.
So maybe next week this room will be packed up, right?
She's a glutton for fun.
Maybe not this one. This one will probably be last.
Yeah.
Right. Good night, God's Country Overland. So whether it be 2-wheel drive, Kelly?
4-wheel drive.
It only matters what you drive tonight, right?
That's right, because we are talking Broncos on Bronco Talk Live with Allie Du Bois.
We are, and we are out. Peace, everybody.
See ya.